What do you think of your Vikings right now? You got to see them over there.
I did. I'm still holding out judgment on it. It's a weird season. And honestly, I'm glad that what's happening to them, again, is kind of happening to everybody right now. And it's he who manages the injuries the best is how this season's going to go. I haven't struck up an opinion yet about when we should see JJ McCarthy again because of how well KOC and Josh McCown handle any quarterback that comes in the building. I think JJ, I talked to him in Dublin before the game, and he seemed in good spirits, and he really wanted to practice. I personally, I don't know about you or the philosophy on this, I was surprised that injured players were on the trip, to be honest. Like, I think about swelling and travel and all that jazz, and it's like Aaron Jones was on IR. Andrew Van Ginkel didn't play either of those games, and JJ's there. That's three pretty important players. I felt like leave him back in Egan. Leave one trainer with the guys.
Although I saw they fired up Aaron Jones for some type of community event, so maybe that was part of the role, which is like he's got time. He can go over and do it. I mean, the Steelers brought their quarterback who's on injured reserve, and he got jumped and robbed in Dublin. So yes, there's something to be said for that. With JJ, I feel for him because I mean, think about the amount of time the guy has missed. He's never really been injured before.
I don't know if I feel for him that badly, honestly.
It's a lot for a young guy. I mean, look at every other quarterback who we were talking about last year. It is Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix. They've all got winning records this season. They're all at various stages of their development. JJ, we didn't see him 1 second last year.
Yeah.
We see him for 2 games this year, but one of which is on a short week, plus he missed a day because he had a child born, gets hurt. Now he's right back to being injured. From what I'm told, I said this on Sunday morning on Game Day Kickoff, he's not 100% yet on the ankle. Yeah. They'll see him this week. They'll see his mobility is, but this is a ton of time. Guys don't miss a year of football and just bounce right back. And so I pump the brakes on anybody who's like, JJ clearly this is not going to work out. He's played badly. It's like, he hasn't had time on task, and that's hard. Oh,
yeah, that's what I meant, I guess, by holding out judgment. I'm going to hold out judgment on their current decision-making about the quarterbacks and about long-term decision-making about JJ. What I said, I don't feel badly for him, is that I didn't see that going well the month of September. I think, honestly, sometimes you start driving on a road trip and you get the flat tire and then you run out of gas and you're like, you know what? I think I need to stop the night at a hotel. I think this day needs to be done. Just take the break for a second. And I actually, not that I wish injury upon anybody, but I do feel that him having the 2 games experience, and then even if it is a long break, now he can actually conceptualize what it means to be a starting quarterback. When he's sitting in meetings last year, he had no concept of what the speed of the game felt like, what the IQ demands were of the playbook. He was thinking it could be explained to him. Now he's got 2 game sample size. I think he needs to be 110% healthy before and then add another week and then get him in there. But they've got 2 games in 5 days next week coming off of a bye. So I think we see Carson for a little bit, and I'm okay with that.
The easy thing to do would be just say, all right, there's all this pressure on us. We got to prove that we got to prove we picked the right guy out of the 6 quarterbacks. Let's push him back out the moment he's healthy. There's a difference between healthy and ready, which is where I give Kevin O'Connell credit for doing the hard thing. And again, we'll see whether or not he might look great in practice this week. And Carson, who's got a bad left shoulder, might not look good in the course of practice here. Maybe he plays. But the hard thing, which is what Kevin's going to do, is just go, I don't need to push the guy. I don't care what the media is saying. I don't care what the fans are saying. I'm going to wait until he's in a groove. Operationally, he's got everything here, but it does put the Vikings in a spot where I don't think anybody drew it up as let's have a Carson Wentz revenge game against the Eagles in Week 7. That is, especially because he wasn't even on the team until late August.
It's a sweet story and all, and I feel like we're really gripping for some revenge game storyline sometimes.
There's not enough. I'm always up for a good revenge game.
Every week you can find it. It's enough. I feel like there's only 5 authentic revenge games in a season, and we're already at max capacity just because of all the movement that goes down. But I hear you on the Carson Wentz thing. I just think I would rather rely on Carson Wentz the way a Joe Flacco is. The guy's got experience. He knows what's up. He knows what he can and cannot handle. And I just don't think you can say the same about JJ McCarthy right now. He doesn't know what's what. And that's okay. You're allowed to be like that in your second year.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.